With Marvel announcing at San Diego Comic-Con 2024 that the 5th Avengers movie will now be Avengers Doomsday and that Doctor Doom will be played by Robert Downey Jr., what will the film be about? I think it's fair to say that the movie will involve some kind of multiversal travel, given that Robert Downey Jr. is playing the character. And you may or may not know this, but he's already played a character in the MCU called Iron Man. Not only that, but Tony Stark went into a forever sleep in Avengers Endgame. Therefore, this is a Doom from an alternate universe, possibly the same universe as the Fantastic Four from the upcoming MCU movie. The most likely possibility is that the film will be some kind of adaptation of Doctor Doom's events leading up to the 2015 Secret Wars comic, seeing as though he has a major role in that title. In this lead up, the Illuminati of Earth 616 learn of an incursion event where two universes are colliding, leading to the destruction of both worlds unless one is destroyed. The Illuminati discuss their options and make the decision to use an Infinity Gauntlet to destroy the other impacting world to save their own. However, they are unsuccessful and have to seek alternative options. Eventually, the Avengers and the Illuminati learn that all the universes are experiencing multiple incursions, leading to the inevitable destruction of the multiverse. Dr. Doom's involvement sees him plan to use Molecule Man's energy to oppose the source of the incursion and the destruction of the multiverse. Molecule Man takes Dr. Doom to a void where he learns he's a singularity across every universe, acting as a bomb created by the Beyonders to destroy the multiverse simultaneously. Killing a Molecule Man causes that universe to die, leading to incursions. The Beyonders' goal is to have each Molecule Man die at the same time so every universe could be destroyed simultaneously. So this Molecule Man convinces Doom that in order to stop the Beyonders, they have to kill other universes' Molecule Mans individually, believing it will diminish the charge of the explosion. 8 years later, Doom has eliminated thousands of Molecule Men, but because the Beyonders had created him too well, their deaths are still causing the multiverse to die. So Victor goes in a different direction, and instead of killing Molecule Man, he captures them to create his own bomb to use to destroy the Beyonders. Doctor Strange believes Doom is the real destroyer of the multiverse before finding him and learning of the Beyonders' plans. In a final attempt to save the multiverse, Doom and Strange take a bunch of Molecule Men to the Beyonders, using their power to destroy them. However, despite all that Doom has achieved, he's destroyed thousands of universes, leaving only a dozen left. This all leads to a final incursion between the main comic universe, 616, and the Ultimate Universe, 1610. Doom then uses the power of the Beyonders to salvage the remain of several universes to build and rule Battleworld. This then leads into the Secret Wars event, where Doctor Doom is the central character, so you can see why I believe the Doomsday film will take significant inspiration from this. But like all Marvel adaptations, they're inspired by the comics rather than direct translations of them. Therefore, this is how I think it will differ. I would have Doctor Doom being from another universe trying to destroy the main 616 universe to save his own. I'd keep Doctor Strange as a significant character because I think his arc in the movies is already leading in a similar direction. The champions will be searching for their Molecule Man to protect him from being found by Doom. You could have one group of the Avengers trying to stop Doctor Doom, and another group of Avengers have banded together with the goal of eliminating the Molecule Man from Doctor Doom's universe before he can destroy theirs. They travel to Doom's world, which could be the same universe as the MCU's Fantastic Four, and potentially the home of some other variant heroes, like Emma Stone's Spider-Gwen. Initially, the two groups of heroes battle before the Fantastic Four recommending using their big brains to find an alternate solution to defeat the Beyonders without the loss of any universe. Ultimately, this is all in vain, as Doctor Doom captures 616's Molecule Man, using him and the other captured Molecule Men to destroy the Beyonders. Doctor Strange joins Doom, believing he can help save the multiverse. We see Loki struggling to hold the multiverse tree together, before he can't any longer, and it breaks apart. The destruction of the Beyonders has destroyed the multiverse, so Doom and Strange use their powers to salvage the remains of several universes to build and rule Battleworld. The story concludes in Avengers Secret Wars. Basically, most of the multiverse stuff should be saved for the 6th Avengers film. The story should be about Doctor Doom in the same way that Infinity War was about Thanos, then Endgame was the Avengers movie. If Avengers Doomsday is about the lead up to the 2015 Secret Wars comic event, then it would make sense that the Avengers Secret Wars movie would be about that comic arc with the same title. In it, Doctor Doom is known as God Emperor Doom, with Sheriff Stephen Strange second in command, ruling Battleworld. 8 years have passed since the creation of the world, where Doom has been trying to shape a perfect reality. he and Strange twisted the memories of everyone living there, so they no longer remember a time before Battleworld. A few heroes from Earth 616 and Earth 1610 survive the final incursion in life rafts, awakening on Battleworld and form a resistance to challenge Doom's rule, with different realities of Thor maintaining order and enforce Doom's will across the world. As Doctor Strange is one who remembers the old universe, he begins to question Doom's methods, eventually becoming sympathetic to the resistance, leading to Victor finding out and killing Stephen. The resistance gains momentum as more domains and their leaders, disillusioned by Doom's rule, join the fight. The conflict intensifies as Doom struggles to maintain control. It's revealed that Molecule Man is the source of Doom's power, with his existence crucial in maintaining the stability of Battleworld. This all culminates with the Resistance launching a full-scale assault on Doom's fortress, with a final clash between Reed Richards and Victor Von Doom. Reed ultimately overpowers Doom, seizing control of the Beyonder's power, retrieved from Molecule Man, using it to restore the multiverse. Reed even cured Victor's scars and altered his memories by making him think that he, Richards, was dead, hoping Victor would no longer pursue ultimate power and become a better person if he believed his biggest rival was gone. I think a pretty similar adaptation of this movie would work well, because you would have set up Doom in the previous movie, and Doctor Strange seems like the type of character, based on what we've seen from him, to follow along. The Ultimate Universe can be Deadpool's universe, and we can have a whole bunch of cameos from different characters from other universes, being a part of the fragments merged from Doom. This could include the different Spider variants, Hulks, mutants, etc. I'd also change the characters' involvements. I probably wouldn't use Reed Richards as the one who reshapes everything. Instead, give that task to a more established character like Doctor Strange or Sam Wilson's Captain America. The Thor Corp is a good concept that I would keep, and we've already established a couple of characters who wield a hammer, so it would be cool to see the return of Chris Hemsworth and Natalie Portman. Loki could return after no longer holding the multiverse together, as I expect Avengers Secret Wars to end with some kind of soft reboot when the multiverse is reformed together. I think the film should be a celebration of all Marvel, showcasing characters from every Marvel movie and universe like X-Men, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, and others. It's also worth mentioning that the Russo brothers are returning to direct, and when they were on stage at Comic-Con for the announcement, they mentioned their enjoyment of the Secret Wars comic from 1984, so we could also see some involvement from that arc too. In this storyline, the Beyonder becomes fascinated with the superheroes and supervillains of Earth. To study the concept of good and evil, he creates a planet called Battleworld by teleporting various pieces of planets from across the universe. He then teleports many of Earth's heroes and villains to Battleworld, instructing them to fight each other with the promise that the victors will be granted their deepest desires. But personally, I think Avengers Secret Wars will predominantly take inspiration from the 2015 version, just based on what they've already set up in the MCU. As for Doctor Doom himself, there's a few possibilities for who he could be, and what I mean by that is, the obvious idea is to have Robert Downey Jr. be Victor Von Doom from another universe. He just coincidentally has the same face as the main universe's Tony Stark. Another option is that Doctor Doom is actually Tony Stark from another universe. He's referred to by the public as Doctor Doom because of his antics. It could be a situation where, what if Tony Stark lost his way? There could be a turning point in one of the first two Iron Man movies that led him on a different path to become Doom. Or maybe he never became Iron Man and was a reckless inventor conducting unethical experiments, with one going very wrong leading to his face scarring. He recluded himself from the world, finding the country of Latveria, overthrowing the leader and declaring himself as king, before using the country's resources to try and achieve world domination. Let me know in the comments if you would rather Doctor Doom be Victor Von Doom from another universe, or Tony Stark from another universe. Post-Secret Wars also gives Marvel the option to have either Robert Downey Jr. remain as Doctor Doom, living in Latveria, have the character be killed off and replaced with an alternate reality Doom, or once again follow the arc of the comics and have him become the infamous Iron Man. Following Secret Wars, Doom begins a path of redemption, which eventually leads to him taking the mantle of Iron Man in the Invincible Iron Man series, before continuing in his own title, Infamous Iron Man, that explores his transformation from villain to hero, trying to fill the void left by Tony Stark, facing various challenges and adversaries from his past. So if Marvel and Robert wanted to continue along the path of having Robert Downey Jr. be Iron Man, this could be an option, because the name Iron Man isn't exclusive to Tony Stark. Robert can continue to play the character for as long as he and Marvel want, then the suit can be passed on to someone else. Plus, we've already established Ironheart and War Machine. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that Tony Stark doesn't need to be rebooted or replaced with another actor. You can continue the Iron Man character with different people under the suit for many years to come. They've done it with Spider-Man with Peter Parker and Miles Morales and many other variants. We're at a point now in the MCU where there are so many characters that they've just run out of actors to cast and they're having to go back around again, which is why Robert Downey Jr. will be playing the masked villain, Doctor Doom. But this isn't the first time he's been considered for the role. He actually auditioned for Victor Von Doom in the 2005 Fantastic Four film before the part ultimately went to Julian McMahon. But I think we're going to see a very different version of the character in the next two Avengers movies. What characters do you want to see in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars? Thanks for watching! Don't forget to absolutely obliterate that like, subscribe and share button. I'm just kidding. Only do it with enough force that it registers. I don't want any of you breaking whatever device you're watching this on.